Hey, I'm getting old, man.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, hold on. Started by you. Let everyone know they're being included. You're being included. Okay.
Finally, once in my life, I'm fucking included.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
I wonder what's on the tube.
Welcome back.
Thank you for being a friend.
What you talking about, Willis?
You are a meathead.
Nothing for you.
Don't touch that dial. Adjust those funny ears, because what time is it, Jay?
It's time to see if I can last an hour without running to the bathroom. I mean, it's time for Sitcom My Face. I'm Jay, that's Nick, and we have a return guest, Chris Bauman. What's up, buddy?
Hey guys, it's good to see you again. It's been a while, and I'm just a pleasure. Good to see you.
Yes, Chris was here for our commentary for Mayberry Man, the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, you've been working on the series. How's that going? You having fun with that?
Yeah, I just stopped shooting a week and a half ago. That was some 12 to 15-hour days for a couple of 2.5 weeks, and that's over. And it was exhausting. Petitioning and working your way to a bigger part only is more exhausting.
You're right.
At an exponential level.
Well, you were one of the
That's
highlights,
true.
so they should obviously be like, bump his ass up.
Oh, yeah.
It bumped me up. I did good, but boy, I tell you, I hit the limit. It makes you realize what people, since we're talking about this on your episode here, as an actor, when to get a lead, that's a term. I'm not sure if I even any longer of working in this business for 30 some years would want to be a lead. The amount of effort and work and exhaustion and pain and suffering it goes into being that involved in something. That takes a special kind of person. You know, it really is. I have new respect for actors and less respect for myself and how I wanted to be one. And
You are one.
yeah, right. And I'm already exhausted and I haven't even made anything for myself yet.
So what you're saying is you would rather star in a show like tonight's show we're discussing, Joey, where you do 46 episodes, instead of a show like Friends that it spun off of, where you do 10 seasons of episodes.
Right, which, mind you, those 46 episodes, you divide that by 2 and you get 23 episodes. Remember the old days with how many episodes they used to do. Not anymore. That's not episodic.
No.
It's not now 7 to 10.
Yeah. If you're lucky, some shows may go to 16, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, exactly. For those just listening to this one, Chris made the money sign with the hands. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
But much respect to somebody you can take on a lead role. A character role is fun and it's easy, and you go, hey, I had fun on set. Supporting role, got some challenges. It's work. It feels comforting and it's rewarding. Lead role, man, you've got to be a drinker.
And most of them are. That's fine. You know,
Well, that's a good point.
So for those out there thinking of being, like in the acting field, you want to lead, drink.
But yeah, I put out feelers online and I was like, I wonder if I have any friends on Facebook who are like big Friends fans, because I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to see what a Friends fan feels about this Joey spinoff that a lot of Friends fans, I feel like, don't even remember existed at this point.
Right. Yeah. And if you go from the Friends finale, which was, I'm trying to remember, a viewership of 52 or 56 million, to the first episode of Joey, hit, I believe, 18 million.
Okay.
And then we take it from there.
Well,
Yeah.
then it went down to 11 million. But then remember, they put it up against the second year. They put it up against it was American Idol or American Got
Yes.
Talent or
As
something.
I say, this is the
American
show
Idol.
that was murdered by American Idol. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, this was
But
the
still had
year
a
2004. I think it was only a few months
Okay.
after the Friends finale, right?
Oh, when it
believe
started?
so.
Because Friends ended in 04. Wasn't it 94 to 04?
Yeah, I think you're right.
I do
It's
So
too.
this
like
ran from 04 to 06 for 48 episodes.
correct.
So
46.
there couldn't have, what did I say? 86?
48.
46. 46 episodes.
And the 2 hidden episodes now.
Well,
Well,
8 of
there
them
are
didn't air.
hidden
There could have been more.
Yes.
Well, there are. There's
There
like
is
4.
yeah.
The remaining that the show got canceled.
right.
And taken off before they were able to show the last, which you can still watch now. They released them so you can watch them on the Friends YouTube channel.
Yep.
Correct.
Which is where I watched all of these. I do have the first
Same here.
season on DVD. Good luck if you want the second season. The second season
Joey.
goes for like $120.
Ouch.
Cool.
It used
That's
to be
cool.
more like $400 before they were on YouTube, though. So
Yeah,
YouTube will do that to you.
that's fascinating.
it only came out in Canada, I think, the DVD set. So the only way you can get the Region 1 Season 2 set was in Canada, and it
Oh.
didn't sell, so they didn't make many of them. And now they're just, and then of course Warner Brothers is like, well, why would we reprint it if no one fucking bought it the first time? So
But it's like with Warner Brothers, it's like, why would we want to reprint it? But how about stream it on, like HBO Max or whatever it's called this week? Yeah, it's not there either.
well, YouTube though, it's their official YouTube channel, so they get ad
Yes.
revenue for it. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah,
But also think about that viewership. You mentioned at the top here that their viewership at the started in the 20 million or whatever you said, maybe 15 million you said. It only its worst was like 5 or 5.6 million or something, if I remember. That's fascinating today in this age because you're lucky if any show on television gets 5 million viewers.
correct. Yeah.
You are
Yeah,
absolutely lucky.
this failure by today's standards would be a hit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But
They said they lost 10 million viewers the first season.
mhm,
From beginning to end, they lost 10 million viewers of the first season.
definitely.
I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was hilarious. But I was a Joey fan. How could you not like Joey?
Well,
We'll
let's
get
go-
we'll get into the nitty gritty of
I was
you
going
know.
to say, let's go into that. So, as you said, Friends ran from like 94 to 2004. We had the big finale. And just recap us on the finale, Jay.
So the finale, I remember not really loving the finale of Friends. I thought it was a bit lazy, but people do seem to like it now. You have Ross and Rachel, of course, all the will they, won't they years. They do end
Yes.
up together at the end. They already had their baby with Emma. And Phoebe actually got married. It was a great little bit with
Yes.
Paul Rudd there. Ends up with Paul Rudd. They end up going off and they're talking about kids at some point.
Yes.
have Monica-
In fact, with Paul Rudd and Phoebe, I think one of the best exchanges, Paul Rudd's like, I want one of those, and Phoebe's like, well, just tell me which one, and I'll put it in my jacket. It's like, no, our own.
You mean Princess Banana Hammock or where the fuck the name?
Consuela banana.
yeah.
There we go.
Sorry. You had, of course, Chandler and Monica, who ended up getting they had twins, I think, at the end,
Twins.
like surrogate twins with Anna
Anna
Faris.
Faris.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so they were leaving the apartment, and really the only one who didn't get a real conclusion, was Joey. So I mean,
Right.
I guess it makes sense that we followed Joey on a new adventure across the country. I did read that 3 other spin-offs were pitched, and
Yes.
Joey's idea was the 4th one pitched. That was the
Yes.
last one
Oh, really?
optional at that point.
What were the
yeah.
other ones?
I think they
Ross
really
and
wanted to
Rachel?
they wanted to do a Ross and Rachel show. They wanted to do a Chandler and Monica show. And of course they wanted to do, I think it was a Phoebe and Mike show.
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah.
But
I'm
like I
sold
said,
on
they already
Joey.
kind of got their happy endings. I think we left them in a good place. I don't know that we needed more of any of them anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
No, like their stories had good conclusions.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
for the
and no one was interested in Phoebe nor Monica, quite frankly.
Oh, damn. All right. And he's
I
a
just don't
fan.
think- Yeah, I'm a fan, a huge fan. But
Yeah.
no, my interest was not there. Either of them, they were not my best character references for that show. It was Chandler, Matt, and Joey, and Rachel because she's so smoking hot.
I'll tell you what I would have rather seen anyway. Fuck like young Sheldon. I want to see young Phoebe and hear about her days on the streets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
that's not a bad idea.
That would be a show worth watching. Teenage
That's not a bad
Phoebe living
idea.
on the streets.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, and you could also have, you know, like appearances with Ursula, you know.
Yes.
Kyle Gass.
Oh yeah.
Was,
That's
remember
right.
He was the one that they were muggers together.
You could bring her brother. You got maybe throw her. Well, he didn't really meet him till later, but you can find a way. You'll find a way. You know. Her dad.
But
her mom.
Yeah, but you had a lot of characters that you could have done, as you're saying, you know, you could have done the further adventures. We could have done the prior adventures, like the young versions. And with that, you can reincorporate some of the other friends too. You know,
It would have ended with her writing Smelly Cat.
There we go.
The first time she wrote Smelly Cat.
Hey,
She meets the cat. The cat comes up and like sits on her lap, and she's like, "Eureka!"
You know, I still can't. I played the guitar, and I still can't play that song.
The mystery chords of Smelly
They
Cat.
are. I've never seen those. I understood those. What those are? She has jazz hands.
Oh, there we go.
But so if you take Joey though, and you go, he is an actor, I guess it makes sense that you're like, what would be the next logical step for an actor? Move him out to LA.
Right.
I mean, it does make sense on paper to me.
Right. Now,
I was interested.
Yeah.
Yeah. If like if it was me though, I still would have maybe kept it a little more local, so you could
You're
still
biased though. You're from that area.
Yes, I know. But yeah, like this way you could also have some of the friends stop by, which we'll get into.
Oh, right. Oh, that's true. There, because they did, I guess, some of them
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, yeah, like
right. Well, a lot of people that
Directed.
were on. Well, the directing but there was the character, the couple episode actors that were from the original. Friends,
the ones who played different
never
characters.
the same character.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we did have some. How do you want to say recurring characters, but in different forms?
Yeah.
So you take 1/6 of Friends, you spin that off. Who do you surround him with for new characters?
Well, with here we surround him with his one sister, Gina, played
One
by
of like 7, was it? He have 7 sisters, was it?
Yeah, we
believe
never
so.
met Gina, did we?
She was in that one episode where Chandler slept with one of them, but it was a different actress.
Right. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Because we see Christina Ricci on here as his sister too, and that character was also in that scene, but it's not at all the same type of character. It doesn't look like
Right.
Christina Ricci, But anyway.
But here, we have Drea Mateo playing Gina.
Drea De Mateo.
Yes, and we start off the the first episode with her saying that she got work on her.
That alone kept me watching. You got them cans out the whole fucking show, man. They knew. And I never really watched Sopranos, especially before this, but I knew her from the remake of Assault on Precinct 13, which I actually thought was pretty good, with Ethan Hawke and Lawrence Fishburne. She was in that. So that's, and then of course later I seen the first season of Sopranos much for but
okay. But yeah, and she was a great character on that show. She won actually an Emmy for supporting actress. We are also joined by Gina's son, Michael, played by Paolo Costanzo.
who I also only knew from one film before this was Road Trip.
Oh, okay.
He was in the comedy Road Trip with Tom Green and them.
Oh, that's right. That's where I
Yes.
remember
Yeah,
him
from
from, which was a
2000.
brilliant movie.
Great raunchy comedy.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I was looking at his filmography, and it's like, yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh, okay. And then it's like, oh, Josie and the Pussycats. All right, all right. And then 40 Days and 40 Nights. It's like, oh God. Dr.
Wasn't
Dolittle
he-
3.
I think didn't he go on to do animation voices? I forget. I think he did a couple of those.
Yes, I believe he did do some voice acting, and he also he was on for I believe like 6 seasons the show Royal Pains, where he was in the main role. But I'm sure you remember him mostly from Animorphs, don't you?
No,
I didn't watch that.
Yeah,
I
neither
remember
did
the shitty books when I was a kid.
Oh, okay. So the shitty books I think got turned into a shitty show. So, but it was designed for kids.
The only cool thing about those books is a lot of them had the hologram cover where they'd morph into the.
Oh,
Animal
okay,
one.
that's cool.
Other than that, I was like, dumb. I'm gonna go read my Goosebumps, losers.
Also on this show, we have a couple of other that main characters. We have Alex, played by Andrea Anders, who turns out to be the super of the complex that he's like now staying at.
We
love
have
her. I had a
discussed
crush
kind
on
of a
her.
show. Oh, she's cute, yeah. We have discussed another show she was on, kind of.
Oh yeah,
that 90 show. She was in the reboot of that 70 show, that 90 show.
Right. That's
correct.
right.
And if you remember, I don't think it wasn't the one we discussed, but she was on a show with Matthew Perry too.
Mr.
On Ted
Sunshine.
Lasso.
Mr. Sunshine. That's the one.
And she's on Ted Lasso.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
really?
She is
Okay.
on Ted Lasso. I still don't have Apple, but at some point I will.
You gotta learn piracy, Nick.
Oh, there we go.
Cut that part out.
Public service
Edit,
announcement.
edit.
We do
Put
not
that part out.
endorse piracy, but do what you got to do.
He's gonna get an email of someone who's like, "I'm pirating Mayberry Man the series right now, asshole."
Isn't that funny? Because I actually did, just to see if it was just to see if it was worthy of being someone to even go, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there and available. Let's see if, and I did try it and I did use it.
I had a buddy when Deer Camp '86 was in theaters. He called me up. Oh, I just watched your movie. It was great. And I was like, oh, what theater did you see it at? He goes, no, I watched it online. I'm like, you motherfucker. It wasn't even online yet.
But
He couldn't give me the $8.
Hey,
Yeah, right.
I paid you more. I bought the Blu-ray.
You did. You did. You did indeed. You did indeed.
Now, she was also on a show that we did discuss also. She was on Modern Family for 4 episodes.
Okay, I was gonna say not a regular, but
No, for 4 episodes of that. Well, and then the last character is Joey's agent Bobby, played by you want to take this one, Chris?
Now I know that's Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh yeah, it's Jennifer
it's
Coolidge.
pronounced Stifler's mom.
Oh, well, that's true. I my bad.
or the lady from those commercials now.
Yeah, yes, boy, those were horrible. She was a Seinfeld person, completely. She'd been around Hollywood forever. She's proof that little supporting bit roles and how your body changes over time and morphs and how you finally get in a role. But she shows you how you got the job done and actually made it over a long period of time.
If you look at her IMDb, I think her first acting job was the masseuse episode of Seinfeld.
Is that right?
Oh.
She was the masseuse who wouldn't massage him, right? Is that what the joke was the whole episode?
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Yeah,
I think that was her first acting.
That's
role.
right.
Oh, at least in
in '93. Yeah. Before any films too.
Mm-hmm. And of course, she went on to be in all those great the guest movies, the Best in Show, and all those
movies.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Mighty Winds.
Well, I think she was an improviser. Wasn't she an
Yes.
improviser like Second City or?
I'm sure. Yeah, she was probably in one of those. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so yeah, we get her as well, and well, why don't you give us a little synopsis of Joey comes out to Hollywood and?
So his sister gets him an apartment. I think it's the first episode. The nephew decides he wants to move out of mom's place. He's been smothered long enough. I'm going to be Joey's roommate. Because, of course, sitcoms, everyone's got to live with each other, whether it fucking makes sense or not. They're like, no,
Right.
we got to throw everyone in the same room. But I love the apartment on this show, to be honest. I think it's fucking awesome looking.
Oh, yeah, man, that was pretty cool. Made you want to live in LA for sure.
Right.
Although you wouldn't have a lot of privacy because the entire fucking patio is just right outside of his window. And he's got so many windows. Yeah.
Exactly.
Looked like a party to me. I loved it.
Yeah, it does look like a swinger's paradise, don't it? Like all the neighbors just fucking in the hot tub or something.
Well, didn't they have an episode where they changed the entire apartment the way it looked with the sunken living room and all that, and they recarpeted it with shag carpet? Nope, I'm already dreaming that.
He buys a house at one point that he kind of turns into a shagging.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe that was you're thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. Which we'll talk about that episode also, Jay,
cool.
because that's one of the ones you named the actress in that episode, and it's like, oh, really?
That's probably my favorite episode, to be honest.
Yeah, actually, it is one of the best episodes.
But yeah, so you're following Joey's acting career, which is kind of nice. You do get a little bit because in Friends, we'd get snippets of Joey's acting career. We get little funny scenes. Like I remember the Freud play was always hilarious. And when he gets Al Pacino's butt double, that kind of stuff, you get little bits like that. Yep. This one, you do get a little more like longevity to those. Like when he gets on the show Deep Powder, which is like what they call it, Baywatch on a ski slope.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you got Lucy Liu is guest starring as his boss, and
you get Carmen Electra.
Yeah, you get you get like a kind of multiple episode arcs of him on certain things, which is kind of nice to get a little bit of fill into that. Second season, he does like a big action movie, so you get kind of the arc of that all the way up to the premiere. Like there's a big episode where he goes to the premiere, which actually never aired. So like you said, there's 8 episodes of the show that never aired on television.
Right.
So.
Oh, is it 8?
Yeah. And they're on YouTube now though, so you can watch those 8. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. You have a couple neighbor characters that are fun, like Howie. I really like Howie. That's Melissa McCarthy's husband, right?
Is it?
I think it is. I think that's Melissa McCarthy's husband.
Oh shit! I did not realize that one.
What's his name? Let me look.
Dan something.
Ben Falcone. Ben Falcone.
Yeah, that is her husband.
Wow, I did not realize that. Yeah, and in fact, with films, like he was producer, writer, director for Tammy with Melissa. So
he's always got like little bit parts in her movies if you really watch them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On this show, Howard is only in 17 of the 46 episodes.
Yes.
So we definitely could have gone with a little more of him, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I enjoyed actually scenes that like he was in.
Howard Peckerman?
Oh, is that his last name?
Yes, Peckerman. Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay. It's all coming back.
I was gonna say, so one of the showrunners over on Friends, Kevin Bright, was the only one of the 3 that came over to this show.
Yeah.
And I think he ended up leaving like mid-season 2. He wasn't even happy with this either. He didn't like the way the show was going.
Yeah, and he was saying that he also seemed to bring up a lot of things, but like to deaf ears when it came to like the network.
But then, of course, you did have David Schwimmer, who directed 2 episodes of this.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which makes me go, why didn't you do like a Ross cameo? That could have been fun. Have a little.
That would have been perfect. Just just a 1 episode. That's all we need. Yeah, just
all you got to do. Hey, I'm in town. I'm doing a speech at the museum of blah blah blah.
Right.
I wanted to check out the La Brea tar pits. The paleontologist he is.
Well, now who do we blame here? Do we think we should blame a producer for not saying, "Hey, let's write a series and use an episode and use these people from Friends," or did they rely on what the actor said? No, man, I'm done with this, man. I'm tired of being in Friends, guy. Let me get behind it. I'm not going on.
The vibe I got was that they were so desperate to let this show stand on its own that they didn't want bleed over from Friends because they were trying to make their own thing. But I think it kind of needed a little more of the blood. I think you need a little blood transfusion from Friends, maybe. And a few of the writers did come over, I think, but they must not have been the best writers from there because you didn't get a lot of the character development. To me, the main problem
not the
is
same.
The main problem is I love Joey as the character, but you take the Joey jokes on Friends, he's 1/6 of that show. He has all the great womanizing sex jokes at 1/6 of that show. But now you're stretching that out a little thin to make up 100% of this show, which there's a lot of episodes where it's like he fucked, like for instance, for an example, when he goes on inside the actor's studio and he slept with 14 women in the audience already. But at the same time, every episode prior to that is about him trying to meet women in LA. When the fuck did he fuck these 14 women?
Right.
They're college students. So
yeah, that's the other.
How many years did you have? And like, it had to be recent. He's only been there, what, 2 years at most.
But yeah, I think part of also, I get what you're saying with his character. The other thing, like on Friends, besides being the 1/6, he still had an air of confidence about him.
One review I seen kind of put it right for me. I think they said in Friends, he was, especially of the group, he was always the one struggling the most, like financially.
Yeah.
In this, and I think it's the first episode, they mentioned that he put away all of his Days of Our Lives money, and that's why he's sustaining.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he's not like urgently seeking work all the time. He's sitting home at book clubs and not doing shit.
Yeah, but, and also like that apartment that he got is beautiful.
Right. But I don't know. I think we could have used a little more of that struggle here.
Mm-hmm.
And it also, after his time on Days of Our Lives, when they kill him on Friends, he's still struggling in Friends. So how does he still have money from it years after on this show? I don't get that.
That's a good question.
Are the Days of Our Lives residuals that good 15 years after the fact?
I don't know. Anyone ever star in a soap opera?
We need David. He was on. We need David. He's been on General Hospital. Get David back on here.
Oh God.
Like, how are your residuals?
How about you, Chris? Ever do any soap opera acting?
Well, it's funny that you say that. As an improviser, I produced soap operas that we would do live, improvised soap operas, and I did.
Oh my God! Really?
I think I did like 8 of them, maybe 7 or 8 or 9, maybe. We did Beach Wash instead of Baywatch. We did Carmel Hills 46032, which is the zip code of the suburb north of Indianapolis. We did this local celebrity was the Watson's girl, a hot girl from Indianapolis that sold hot tubs, and we wrote a soap opera about her diaries. We did all of these things. We did IPD Blue, Indianapolis Police Department, instead of NYPD. We do, and we just absolutely just decimated every police officer and every whatever we did. We did the soap. We did one called the Sopranos, where we had the whole. Trying to remember the character's name. The characters' names were Vagina, I think it was her name. Tony. I forgot, but it was the Sopranos. Yeah, it was just every Friday night. Late night, dirty, unfortunately for me. Back at the time, people wanted that, so I produced it and they directed it. And every Friday night, 10 p.m. for months on end, we would continue this storyline wherever it continued to go over and over.
I got to ask you, do you have these like taped or anything? Or
no, it was before we could do that. This would have been this would have been 2001 to 2010.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing those, yeah.
I would have loved to see it because I want you would take improv classes and that.
I did improv professionally for over 20 years.
Oh, sweet.
I could say 30 now because I'm old enough, but I don't really perform so much anymore, except for this Mayberry gig that I do a lot of, which is turned into instead of me being a character on a movie or a TV series, that character turned into the Gomer tribute artist in real life. So I go out to all these festivals all the time, and I don't know what I'm doing out there. I just go out there and improvise every single thing that I do, and I'm like, all right, at least I get to play. I get to play. That's what we call
Can we hear a quick Gomer review of Joey?
I'm a Gomer review. And
If Gomer watched Joey, what would he say about it?
he'd say, golly, Shazam, that feller is a mighty good actor, but I think that show is just a little bit on the sexual side, if you will.
Nice.
Perfect. Drea De Matiti. I mean, damn it, I keep getting her name wrong.
See, now there you go. You know,
Gonna
Aaron
rinse-
Water's free, though.
You're gonna rinse my mouth out with motor oil, aren't you?
Uh-oh, you might have to really go then, Jay.
Aaron Water's free, but whores, now there's a charge for that. That's a whole different story empire.
That was my favorite running bit on Joey though, and every time he like sees his sister when he doesn't realize it's gonna be her, and then he thinks it's a prostitute.
Yes.
Be driving down the road and be go,
Yeah.
I can't believe Gina lives in this neighborhood. Like, let's hook her. She's like, we don't want any, and then it's her. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
hey Gina.
And then,
That's to justify her attire, yeah.
and then the one episode where both Joey and Gina are being the wingman for Michael at the bar. She's ready to start a fight with this whore over there. It's her reflection in a mirror.
Or mirror, yeah. Also,
Well,
did you?
that's like the second episode, right?
Yeah, I
It's
think
pretty
so,
early,
yeah.
I think. I think that was episode 2. There's a lot of incestuous jokes on this show too, which is kind
Oh,
of fucking
yeah.
weird.
Oh, yeah.
You find out that Joey fucked his cousin. That's
Yes,
weird.
Right away. Yeah, like I think that was in first episode they talk about that one. First or
He
second.
talks about sleeping with his cousin before he knew it was wrong or something. You're like,
Right.
whoa.
And then how many times did like he and Gina have to kiss
Yeah.
for whatever the reason was at that
Or-
point?
Or her and Michael.
Yes. Or her and Michael going to the bed and breakfast.
Yeah, there was quite a few jokes. You're like, all right, calm down. Why do we keep doing this?
Yeah,
It's
that's
like we-
interesting.
Yeah, I didn't even like realize how much of it, but it's like, yeah, that was
Well, there's some symbolism into the Epstein stories now, aren't there?
Has anyone talked to
Is that
the
produced by
makers
the
of Joey?
Weinstein brothers,
There-
or who did
There
this?
were a few pedophilia jokes too that were a little bit
Oh, yes.
there's a
but
few
yeah,
little
it's
things you're
definitely-
like awkward.
yeah, so definitely some recurring themes there.
I think one of the writers had some secrets.
Uh-oh. Well, but you bring up also, or yeah, we brought up that he and Gina, like on multiple occasions had to kiss or pretend that they're married. But which I think was one of the best episodes, as you said, Jay.
Well, here on this show, we love Betty White. Who doesn't love Betty White?
Everybody loves Betty.
So yeah, there was an episode where Joey's going to buy this house, this big, beautiful house. Looks like it's up in the hills. You can see the skyline and out the windows. And yeah, Betty White's the owner of the home, and she really wants to sell it to like a respectable
right.
family. So they have Gina and Joey pretend to be a married couple. And then this is when second season they add a character, this
Yes,
Miguel
Zach.
Nunez Jr. as Zach, who just comes in for the first 16 episodes, I think, of the second season, and then he just
Yeah.
disappears. I don't know. He appears and then he just disappears after 16
Right.
episodes. But he's like, I'm gonna get you this baby from the prop department of God knows where, and it's like
An
a
animatronic baby.
robot animatronic baby that he's controlling. And I think that might be the funniest bit on the whole series that I watched.
Yeah, it's like first, like the baby's head gets knocked off.
Yeah.
Then like he puts it on slightly off, and then the Zach is manipulating the head, so it looks like the baby's having like a
It just starts
seizure
like
or
head
something.
banging and shit.
It's like,
What? Yeah. So stupid, but it was pretty funny.
and they set the he lays the baby down because
On the
Betty White's
stove.
character is making tea, so he sets the baby down on the stove, and which catches fire. he and Dre Mateo, they're stomping out the baby first, and then he hides the baby in the oven. It's like,
I used to have that bumper sticker on my back of my SUV, as in my other baby is in a
Oven.
in the microwave. Yeah.
But yeah, Betty White. I fucking love Betty White. So, I saw her on an episode. Like, oh shit, there were some cool guest stars on here. That's another great thing to watch for when you watch this show. Is just random people popping up. Bob Saget. Did you watch the Bob Saget episode?
I didn't get to watch that one. I was trying to fit as many in as I could, but yeah, I didn't get to that one. That was in the
Bob's
first season,
only in
right?
like 2 scenes. I think it was the first season. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they go. I think it's to Vegas, and Joey's a celebrity judge for like a Miss USA type beauty contest. And he ends up sleeping with this girl at the bar, finds out she's a contestant, so he's freaking out. And then when they go to do the contest, he has the moment where he's like, I gotta come clean. Like, he's like, what would happen, if one of the judges slept with a contestant? And they're like, well, we already found out about that. And he's like, we kicked her out of the contest. He's like, so what about the judge? He's like, well, I think the judge should be fired too, because he thinks he's talking about him. And then you find out Bob Saget slept with the same contestant. So they're like, all right, well, Bob, you heard him. You got to go. And he goes, thanks a lot, narc. And I was like, that's pretty funny. Playing against, we all know, Bob's comedy, but
Right.
TV audiences know him as Dad from Full House. So
Right.
I thought that was a fun little flip on it.
But
yeah, they're not familiar with the what's the joke? What's the world's longest and dirtiest joke? Bob.
The Aristocrats.
Aristocrats.
That's it. That's what I was looking for. Yes.
Yes.
That's the Bob Saget I know.
Yep. Have you ever watched that one, Jay?
The Aristocrats, the documentary, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
okay,
yeah, with Gilbert and all them, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I miss Gilbert. Every time I see that damn Aflac commercial and hear the duck go Aflac,
if I remember, Penn Jillette had a good one in there too.
Yes.
Brett Spiner shows up in here, who we talked about from Night Court. Of course, Michael's obsessed with him from Star Trek, and he does not want to discuss Star Trek, but that was a fun little cameo.
And then, speaking of Night Court, John LaRoquette.
Yes, I didn't watch those episodes, but I did see he was on 2, I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, in fact, like one of the episodes in season 2 is the movie that Joey is now casted for is against John LaRoquette, who's like sort of like the main celebrity on there. And in that episode, his sister, who now works for Bobby, slept with one of her clients, and she says you have to replace the client. So she's out to get John LaRoquette to be a now client of Bobby. And
so he's playing himself, or is he not?
No.
Okay.
He's playing a different character, but it comes off like a little of the not necessarily Dan Fielding-ish, but some of what we know of John LaRoquette's.
The good Dan Fielding or the new Dan Fielding?
No, good Dan Fielding. Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, not the new Night Court.
We also did have you and I love Kevin Smith. We talked about that. Kevin Smith shows up on here for an episode playing himself.
Yes, and of course, of all things, he said, because he's like, oh yeah, I'm sure you guys want to, be in my movie or whatever. It's like, okay, take off your shirts and make out, and they're about to take off the shirts. It's like, no.
Bob Odenkirk, that was a fun episode.
Yes.
Bob.
Oh, Bob is great.
This was before his rebirth as an action star.
Yeah, and also on Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
A successful spinoff.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, his bit on here was pretty funny, where he runs into Joey at a audition and keeps sabotaging him. He tells he tells them that like the casting director's deaf and you got to scream everything. So he goes in there and he's just screaming at the fucking.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right, Chris. So yeah, Bob Odenkirk definitely Mr. Show and with
Yeah,
David
Mr.
Cross.
Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
Definitely a great improviser.
Surprised you don't see them do more together anymore. Still, I wonder if they had a
Right.
falling out or what. They seem so great together.
I haven't read anything about like a falling out, but it's just like almost like, just they're doing their own things.
Yeah, you would think
What's
they
David
would have.
Cross doing?
He still acts and stuff and does stuff, but I've never
Yeah.
seen them together
Yeah.
since Mr. Show.
Yeah, like you see him doing more stand up actually now, David Cross.
Hmm.
And Odenkirk is, as you said, actually an action star too
Sal,
now.
Yeah.
Kevin
that's
Farley was in 3 episodes here as 3 different characters. I love when sitcoms do that, when they just have the same guy come in, different characters.
Yeah, that's like an old time thing too. Like a lot
Yeah,
of the
I Love Lucy did that a
sitcoms-
lot and stuff like that. Probably, I bet you Andy Griffith's Show did that a lot, right? Same actor, different characters.
Oh, well, a couple of them, yes. Especially
Different
Howard
episodes.
Morris. Ernest T. Bass was several, like 3 different characters, if not 4.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Ernest T. Bass was not just him. Yeah, he was the when Andy needs a vacation, he was the TV repair guy. I forgot the guy's name.
Well, speaking of Andy Griffith and Gomer here, we probably should say, R.I.P. Shell just passed.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. Ronnie,
You knew him, right? Did you ever get to?
very well. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought about going to his funeral. That's how close I was to him. I really liked him. Well, his son Greg has become one of my best of friends over the years since we shot that, and his dad was always hilarious and great to me. And yeah, it was a good.
Did Ronnie
uh,
Shell get to do the series?
Mega Ray Man Series 1, he did,
okay.
but he
Nice.
did not make it. I think they had a part for him ready for season 2, but he wasn't doing so well.
Yeah, that sucks. I was hoping to get to chat with him,
Right.
even on here, but
Yeah, but he was 95. He's still kicking, still sharp.
Mhm.
He was still sharp. He was still funny. Granted, he told the same old jokes that since Groucho Marx days, where he got his start on what's that show? Groucho Marx's
Show-
What's my line?
wasn't What's My Line? It was what was the name of that Groucho Marx show?
It's like you said the secret word. Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. What was that one?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
He was I think that was his first television appearance.
Wow.
He was a comedian at the time. Groucho
Damn.
didn't find him that humorous, evidently.
Oh no.
That's your life, or this is your life, or no.
This is your okay. This is your
Bet your life.
You bet your
Oh,
life.
you bet
That's
your
it.
life. Thank you.
That's the
Thank
one.
you, Jay.
As soon as you said life, it clicked. I was like, oh yeah, bet your life. But yeah, R.I.P. to him. That was sad to hear. I just saw that,
Damn.
and like his son, like you said, was in the movie as well. So I met, but
What did you think about in the show the relationship between Alex and Joey?
That's pretty predictable, wasn't it? I mean, that's really
Yeah, you could
predictable. And kind of disappointing that it was so predictable. But
Yeah.
of course, you rooted for her because she was cute as a button.
Oh yeah.
But then
her husband cheated on her.
Yeah, she was married. So I mean, like, what's that promoting? That's when I started thinking, they aren't promoting exactly the best values.
Well, her husband was only there for what, 2 episodes or something. He was gone on the road. They said he was in a band or something. He
Yeah,
played a
he's,
viola.
He was what do you call
Yeah.
him? No, he was the not the MC, the composer
Conductor.
or whatever of.
Oh, they made
Conductor,
big
thank
jokes
you.
about him playing the viola because
Viola.
Joey keeps saying
Oh.
violin, and she's like viola. He goes, "You're not saying it right," or whatever.
Oh, that's right. That's a great line. It's a good
Mhm.
line.
He's like
by the way-
violin. She's like viola. He's like violin. But I thought it was strange how little chemistry they had, considering apparently they dated for 6 years.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
read
amazing when I
9
found that out. It's like, holy
Yeah, I've
crap.
had 9 years.
Not 6 or 9. That's a long
What?
time to be with.
Or 69. Hey.
Did not
the
have any
word-
chemistry like that.
I don't. Did they start during the show dating, or was it after the show?
I think that as after the show, I believe so.
Because in the comments, there was a lot of people accusing him of cheating on his wife with her, because he got recently divorced. I think right beginning of the show.
Oh, okay. I didn't read
didn't know
about
that.
that.
I don't know if that's true, but if you read the YouTube comments on some of those episodes, there's a lot of people saying he cheated on his wife with this actress on the show. So I don't
Well,
know.
I'm sure those
Okay.
are all honest and real.
Right. So take it with a grain of something. Yeah. Take it with a pebble of shit. I don't know, because I don't.
Maybe.
Hey, be careful saying that, Jay. You know, say it 3 times, and you invite
He's back.
But yeah. What did you think though about the chemistry? Or
I think they really wanted Ross and Rachel on this show, and it just
Mhm.
didn't happen.
Oh yeah,
it was so pushed,
yeah, it was
like and rushed.
uncomfortable. Yeah,
Well, and like Chris said, like she was married, so in the beginning when they're being real weird, flirty, you get it from Joey because you know Joey, but she's so prim and proper. You're like, why are you doing this, bitch?
Right.
You know, even if I feel like as a character, even if she thought her marriage was over, she wouldn't have been
Like right away. Yeah.
She wouldn't have been entertaining his advances at all. I don't think. That's just the way I read that character, but.
well, so
Yeah,
her
no,
entire character changed though. Remember, her evolvement as a character went from really mean and aggressive to kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
completely not wise about anything street or human beings or social
Yeah.
pariah.
Yeah, and it's interesting you say that, Chris, because it's like okay, we already knew from like Friends, like Joey was of the group, yeah, maybe not the most learned like of them, but then it's like we like on this show we're introduced to Gina, who is sort of very similar, except like maybe she's meaner, and then
Yeah.
it's just like the episode where her friend from high school. I don't know if you saw that episode, like that Joey had a crush on.
The crush on, right?
Yeah, and it's like, and and he even says like, "Oh, she's the right amount of stupid." It's like
You're talking about Kelly Preston?
yes, Kelly Preston,
Was
the
it?
late Kelly Preston.
She was on the 2-parter. Yeah, that was the girl he was obsessed with in school or something.
Yep. So
What do you mean Joey's not learned though? He did read a book on here. He read Brokeback Mountain.
Hey,
He thought the typos. You remember that part? He's reading Brokeback Mountain about the Cowboys. He goes, "There sure are a lot of typos in here." You could cry. Then he kissed her cheek. Like, all this shit. He's like, who wrote this? It's like so many typos.
But yeah, it's like the show really dug into the dumb. Like it really went for, okay, we're gonna bring also more characters, and they're gonna be dumb, and we're gonna take existing characters, and we're gonna make them less smart now. Like
There was a great bit with Gina. She's there with all the other characters. Joey's off at the studio or something. She says something really stupid, and they all look at her, and she just goes, "Where's Joey? I hate being the dumbest one in the room."
yeah.
Well,
'Cause when he's
they
not
tried
there,
to balance. The entire show was balanced on Michael, the genius kid. So
Yes. Yeah. Going to
So that's how
Caltech and yeah.
There's so many jokes about him being a virgin, and then
Yep.
they kind of dropped that like second season. I don't know if he finally had sex or what, but they kind of stopped making those jokes.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like I'm trying to remember. It was like the 5th or 6th episode in the first season. It's like, I got to first base, like above the waist. It's like,
Well, he dates that,
no,
like
he lost his virginity above the waist. That was his thing. It's like
he dates that
what?
middle-aged woman in one episode. You're like, I mean, you're dating an older woman. What are you there for? She's definitely fucking you, right? I mean, I would hope. What the fuck? Why else are you gonna date a 50-year-old woman if you're, he's supposed to be what, 22, I think?
Yes.
yeah,
Which is funny because apparently Drea De Matteo is only 6 years older than him in real life.
Right.
So She says in the show she had him at what, 13 or
Yeah.
16.
16?
Well, you know
She
what?
convinced him it was 22, but it was really 16.
They switched it around a little bit. I think originally they said like 13 or 14, and then they were saying 16, and it's just like, okay, we get it. She had him as a teenager.
I like the one line Joey has though about like, don't I look great for a mother of a 22-year-old? And he goes, you never hear the argument for teen pregnancy.
Teen pregnancy.
Yeah.
In the new movie that's opening with the Odyssey, like people were complaining that, oh, Anne Hathaway is only like 13 years older than Tom Holland, playing his mom. It's like, well, actually, if you look back in history back then, that's around. Like,
yeah, they're married by 9 and shit back then.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah,
to their cousin or brother or fucking who knows. Well, a woman plays a man in that movie too, so anything's possible.
Oh yeah.
The world's different now. Anything's possible.
But yeah, I don't know. Like the character of Michael.
I didn't mind him. I kind of liked his. What was the guy from Big Bang on here too? Helford, Simon.
Simon Helberg.
Helberg. I liked him as the arch nemesis to Michael on here.
Yes.
Oh wow, really? Wow, that's I never put that together, but I hadn't seen that that episode, and since it aired,
he's in a few, like 4 or 5, and he ends up being the roommate at the end with him. He moves into that apartment with them at the end.
Mm-hmm.
More proof that it takes a long time to get a good part and make a name for yourself in Hollywood, man. These 2 guys were digging in. Good for him. I didn't know that.
Sometimes it also takes a long time to ruin your career, like the other guest, Ellen DeGeneres.
Speaking of Epstein Island, we were.
Yeah. Yeah, there was the episode where he goes on the Ellen show, and it's just whatever. She wasn't funny. It wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of like comedians.
And then they dance.
Of course. Like a lot of people, like, sitcom people that, like, it's harder to watch some of the older shows because it's like, oh yeah, this person, I remember Bill Cosby. Anyway,
even the episode on this where he goes on the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Jay says like 2 lines in the whole thing. It's like, what's the point of this?
Right. Yeah, it was like, you could have had him on anything else because
just because it's NBC, they were like, let's put him on Jay Leno.
Yeah.
It was like, okay.
That's exactly right.
And then he just hugs him for like too long, and the guy he's going, Joey, get off me, and that was it. And you're like, okay.
Right.
Wow, funny. That was so funny.
That must have something to do with the effect of what the whole reason why the thing's canceled. They will say was ratings, which again, we discussed that the ratings, today's standards, is brilliant. But by then, a lot of the argument was that the producers didn't like it and didn't agree with it, and that they didn't want to pay the money for it. They wanted to tank it and get it off the air.
Did you see Matt LeBlanc's quote about this show?
No.
When they saw, I think it was an interviewer asked him about the show and how it failed, and he goes, that show did fail. He goes, I made $30 million from that show. I wish all my projects would fail like that.
Wow.
It reminded me of what's his Michael Caine in Jaws the Revenge.
Oh yeah. Oh,
he had that famous quote where he's like, someone's like, have you seen Jaws the Revenge? He goes, I never seen it. I have seen the house that it bought, and it's beautiful.
Yep. Exactly.
Sometimes you just gotta, do it for the money. But that's Matt LeBlanc said he made $30 million from this show.
Talking about the ratings, like you said, Chris. Yeah, like compared to today, yeah, this would be a ratings juggernaut. But NBC, when you had Friends, Frasier, what do you call it? Cheers. You had all these Will and Grace.
TV.
Yeah. You had all these big Mad About You. Yeah, they were the number one network when it came for like sitcoms and that. They were number one. They dropped to 4.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. I have not researched ever. Have you, either of you, on the writers of Joey's episodes, considering what have they gone on to do, or were they all? Was there any Friends relationships there? Because those episodes of Friends are all pretty much brilliant, really well,
Yeah.
so well written.
For me, the
Joey's-
writing took a dip in the last
Yeah.
season of Friends, but
Right.
Oh yeah, because it turned into when then Fonzie got out there and jumped that stupid shark right in the middle of the
Yeah.
Central Turk.
once they tried, relative to this as well, once they tried to give Joey that romance with Rachel, and I was like, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, that made me mad.
I think that kind of leads to this show where they're like, now you have Joey as the leading man, you want to give him more serious storylines, and I think that's honestly what didn't work on Friends for me, is when you tried to make Joey the romantic lead, and it's like, I'm in love with him. It's like, it just didn't really, and there's a lot of that over here.
Yeah.
That's a good point. When it's hard to follow an actor who's stupid falling in love. It's a lot easier to follow somebody who's serious and dramatic about being in love if you're gonna make it believable, I suppose. So I think that's a good observation.
I pulled up a few of the writers here. Did you pull up any, Nick?
I actually brought up, let's see, that was one episode.
A lot of them are only credited for creating the characters, so you kind of got to look.
Yeah.
Like David Crane, Marta Kaufman, of course, from Friends, they get writers credits for creating Joey.
Correct. Yeah, for the character.
Yeah.
But yeah, see.
Shayna Goldberg, is that the main? That's the creator of this show, right? She looks like she's a writer on this. Oh, she worked on Speechless, okay, and Friends.
That one I saw. Yeah, I was like,
okay,
wow, like
Speechless. We covered and we love that show.
Yeah, it was such a refreshing, like, and a show like I didn't even really hear about, but when we watched it, it's like, oh, I wish more people knew about this show.
She only has 7 writer credits, and her first are Mad About You, Friends, Joey, and then a few I don't know, Better With You, The Hills, Separated at Worth, and then Speechless. So half of her resume is really good.
I mean, sure, right. Yeah, boy, those are 3 big brilliant writing shows, written shows.
Speechless is a brilliantly written show too.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Robert Carlock was one of the writers who also wrote for Friends, 30 Rock, Unbreakable. Kimmy Schmidt was also an SNL writer.
Oh, well.
Wow. And apparently was a writer for how many episodes on here? 7 episodes. So
there are a lot of writers listed too, so it doesn't look like a lot of them wrote too many episodes, to be honest.
No. Yeah, that's the thing I'm seeing here, where it's like, oh, okay, this one for this one. It's
a lot of people wrote 1 episode, 2 episodes, 6 episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like that guy actually may have the top one here, Robert Carlock, 7.
Yeah.
Vanessa McCarthy had 6. Matt Hubbard had 2. It's like, yeah, it's, and I think that's one of the problems. Like, if you don't have, I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Yes, no, I was just agreeing. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, you can have great actors, you can have a great premise, but if you don't have the people behind the scenes writing that, know how to take these characters and, give them life.
Can I tell you my favorite thing that I discovered while researching this show?
It ended? Sorry.
What? So
I loved it.
So
I did.
On IMDb, there is somebody who I'm assuming that there was not plot synopsis for this show for a long time. There's one person whose username, give him a shout out, KGF Vissers, who went through and wrote storyline synopsis for every single episode of this series, and they are hilariously out of whack because there's episodes where they're literally writing about like a Gina line and they're calling her, and then that bitch did this and shit like that.
Oh wow.
And then you can add like hashtags and They just wrote slapping as the fucking hashtag.
Well, I will give that was one of the other funny things in this episode with Alex, like acting out her anger. She keeps slapping like cereal bowls and oatmeal bowls out of Michael's hands.
But the way they're worded are so funny. And there was a few like there was one where they were referring to Gina being like a coward. And they wrote, and then that yellow bitch did this. And I was like, what?
Jeez.
Yellow.
That yellow bitch. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But these are literally on IMDb. And I'm like, I want them to write, whoever this is, I want them to start writing like the back of DVD boxes. Because they would,
yeah.
I need their synopsis for everything because they're just so fucking weird.
I wonder if they have like an ID on Letterboxd.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. You have a new fan. Because the 5 or 6 that I read, I was dying laughing. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It sounds like a whole different series.
Well, and usually this plot synopsis for sitcoms would be like, oh, Joey looks into a house but has to pretend to be Gina's husband. That's it. It'd be like,
yeah, guest appearance, Betty White.
This one, and this, and then this, and then this, comma, ... and then this, and then fuck that bitch. Wait, what? What's like they get emotionally invested into the fucking plot.
I loved also Betty White when it's like, oh, okay, the house is yours, and it's like, aren't you gonna kiss? Like he and Gina, like reluctantly kiss, and her facial expression like. It's like I've seen better.
Yeah, she does give that little smug like, all right, I guess that's all I got.
Oh, that's great. That's great when it's like you can have like this like veteran actress that just she didn't have to say too much. What she said was great, and like even her facial expressions just tell a whole story.
But yeah. And then season 2, I wonder if they did feel like, because the ratings were slipping, they're like, maybe that's why they decided, let's add a black character with Miguel Nunez.
Yep.
It's like, do you think that's, they're literally like, oh, Friends got a lot of flack for not having any black characters. True. I wonder if they're like, hey, well, like, why him? Like, he's fine, I guess, but he doesn't feel needed here.
Yeah, I was going to say, like in like a lot of sitcoms we find like sometimes the unnecessary character, he's the unnecessary character for the show.
I can say I do relate to him a lot, especially the last 2 days from his scene in Friday the 13th part 5 where he's taking a shit and remember in Friday the 13th part 5 A New Beginning, he's the one in the bathroom, damn enchiladas, and he's and his girlfriend's outside. They're singing, "Ooh baby, ooh baby, ooh baby." I need someone while I'm in the shitter next time to be outside the door going, "Ooh baby."
Oh, there we go. Yeah. We'll just play that on loop, for you.
Because I do like Jimmy as a character, and I think Jimmy, he also doesn't join till season 2, right?
Yes.
Adam Goldberg, who also was on Friends as Eddie, who was brilliant as Eddie on Friends, if you remember the crazy ass roommate. But on here, I do like that little side story about like finding out he's Michael's father. I think that was one of the more interesting little side plots, especially when you see them the way they act the same and stuff like that. But the fun part is that Jimmy doesn't know that for most of the run,
right? While
he's there. But he had some of my favorite lines of the show. Like he had some stupid little thing where he just found out that Michael's his son, but he doesn't want to talk about it. And he's sitting there in silence. And he's like, "Did you hear Al Franken's radio program today?" He's like Stuart Smalley's going to lecture me about immigration. They're just looking at him.
Wow. Stuart Smalley.
Yeah. So I liked him as a character, and I like that he's still he feels like Eddie. They should have just made him Eddie. I also love that bit when Joey gives him the cigar when he tells him about Michael being his son, and of course it's like, "It's a boy," and he goes, "It's a boy." And he goes, "They didn't have It's a Man." Stupid shit like that. But that same episode, I think, was when they do the fake snow outside.
Oh,
Alex
for the
knows that
Christmas.
Joey wants snow for Christmas, so she sets it up to rain like potato flakes outside, so it looks like snow. But then they're fighting and it rains and it turns into mashed potatoes, and they have a fucking mashed potato fight.
Wasn't that the last episode?
No, well, it was whatever
Oh.
episode the dad thing was in. I don't. It was toward the end, maybe,
yeah.
Yeah,
It was
might be the
later
one.
in
If you
season
said there was,
2.
yeah, but that was
because they
you
get
said there
married
was
in the last
8?
one.
Well, right, but that wasn't shown on NBC,
Right.
correct?
That was one of the 8 probably that were.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we didn't get the chance to see that unless we waited.
That was the same
How
one that
many
had.
years do we have to wait?
Right. That was the same one that had the when after Joey does the movie, they make the action figure of him. But at first they put his head on Barbie's body, so he has tits. And he's pissed. So then they redo it,
even
it comes
remember
back,
that. Wow.
and they redo the doll and send it back to him, the prototype, and now it's black. And they're like, the doll comes out in 2 days, Joe. You got to pick which one you want. And he's like, well, do I want to be black or do I want to be a woman? He's like, and he ends up like mixing the two. He's like, well, I went with the lady legs because they're nice, but the black man's chest because it's ripped. And he goes, oh, it talks. He goes, what? And he hits it. It's like a fucking baby going like, oh, go gaga. And he's like, damn it. He goes, well, the only thing left is if it, oh man, it does wet itself. And he's like, fuck. So, that was kind of funny, but
That's good writing.
that was a funny little bit, yeah. But the final episode, yes, the wedding, which I do love the joke in the wedding episode because every sitcom's got a wedding episode, and every time there's a bit where one of the couple tries to run away. This one, they both run away. They mostly
All right, that's right.
you got runaway bride and runaway groom in this one, which I thought was funny, and then they end up at the same bus stop or the same bus station, meet on the same bus, and then they rekindle and end up getting married. But what do you think about the theme song, Nick?
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. It was there.
Not as good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it is hard when you have one of the most iconic TV themes of all time with the Rembrandts.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you follow that?
that start. You know, that show helped frame how new shows were introducing their theme songs. The Friends episode when they went, hey man, they went with a band, you know, a real band and a real good song. And then look at the Big Bang, look what they did with that.
Right.
They started doing the same thing. And I'll tell you what, though, since you're on the fact of Joey, I haven't seen a better sitcom come out since Joey. And anyone who can tell me that there is one and name it for me, I give them $1. Because
But we did
there
mention
is no
Speechless already.
Yes.
Well, okay.
And Modern
Okay.
Family.
Modern Family. What we do in the
I can't agree
shadows.
The Modern Family, I can't give that any credit. But
They gave him 11
for-
seasons. I must have done something right.
Well, I know, but for me and my taste, I liked Joey better than that. That's my point.
Well, at the end of this, we'll be putting Joey on our ranking list, and we'll see where they fall for us. But
Also Raising Hope.
oh, Raising Hope. Yeah. Have you seen that show, Chris? You might like that
Yeah,
show.
I had seen that. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I would, if I was going to do a spin-off of this spin-off, I want to see Bobby's fucked up life because she tells some crazy stories
Yeah.
about like she beat the shit out of Phil Collins during sex.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was one of the.
She has the
great
Caligula
stories.
birthday party every fucking year.
That's how she got. That's how she. I'm telling you, that has to be how she got into what the Stiflers, not the Stiflers, but those raunchy character roles that she was
Yeah.
doing, because of what she did here, and she did it. Absolutely beat it. Great.
Yeah, because she went on, of
Yeah.
course, to Two Broke Girls to play a similar character but with an accent.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
She also mentions in one episode that she burnt down the set of Just the 10 of Us, which I want to hear that story. I want to know what happened there. She's like, did I burn down the set of Just the 10 of Us? Yes, I did.
Did I do that?
But, you know, but, wait, what?
Wrong
Let's go
show.
back to that one. So maybe a Bobby story would be fucking fun.
Well, she's also the same actress. It might as well be the same character on that. What's that very popular show now. I don't remember what streaming it's not on Netflix.
White
The
Lotus.
hotel that keeps the Lotus.
White
yeah.
White Lotus. Yeah.
White Lotus. Yeah, that's she's the same. But yeah, she definitely evolved in her acting career, definitely, and she turned into something that's probably exactly where she wanted to be, who she wanted to be, and how she wanted to be funny.
She's always funny. And did we mention she also had the guest spot on Friends in the last season of Friends?
Right.
As was it Rachel and Monica's friend
Right, that no one liked.
from
Yeah,
college? Was it a college friend or something? I forget.
Yeah, I think it's college.
I couldn't even
What
answer
else?
whether they went to college. If you asked me a trivia question on where any of them went to college, I don't think I would get it right.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know. I wrote here. Don't really need to watch this whole show. If you watch a best of compilation, you're probably good. I think that if you watched 1 hour of all the best scenes of this, I think you got the gist of the show, because I don't think there's anything that you're going to be super invested in enough to, unless you're a huge Friends fan.
And if you're a Joey fan like me, man,
The character,
that's so good.
The character is here. I just wish they did more with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I again, it goes, as we said, the writing.
Yeah.
Look, some of the jokes, some of the jokes are good. It's just that overarching.
Story.
It feels a little soulless, is the thing to me. It's just a
Yeah.
little soulless. It's not horrible. It's not like, I watched a lot of I watched fucking probably 30 of the 46
Oh my God.
episodes. Like, I watched a lot of them. I never turned it off.
It's no facts of life, though.
No.
And we just did that show.
we actually just completed that one.
We literally just did that show last. That's funny.
And that's one of the shows that it's like, oh yeah, I'll watch another. Oh, I'll watch another. Oh, I'll watch it.
No.
It's one of those comfort shows like, oh, I grew up watching this. Okay.
Well, here's my question to both of you, because I think, is there a better Friends spinoff, and what would you do? Like, if the network came to you, you have to create your spinoff of Friends. What are you going to do?
I think you actually nailed it on the head earlier. I would have loved to have seen like the Young Adventures of Phoebe.
So the prequel thing I mentioned.
That'd be great.
And you could have like the voiceover of Lisa Kudrow, like like current, like they did for the Young Sheldon show. So I think I think you have a winning setup with that.
Even side characters. Are there any Friends side characters that would have made a good spinoff? A Janice show or
That
Gunther show?
Oh God, no! I don't think people could handle that. But and the Central Perk guy, the
Gunther,
thank you, with
Yes.
blonde hair guy. I don't think that would have been any good. Although it could have been interesting.
Honestly, maybe if you did a Central Perk sitcom where it's just people coming into the coffee shop with different characters after they're all moved
like
on.
a White Lotus.
Yeah.
Only.
you could have recurring like appearances by some of the Friends every once in a while. You could have Mad About You, because apparently they're the same universe.
Yeah, and all those characters have been in that coffee shop.
So that would actually maybe work. Actually, like Central Perk.
Maybe.
Yeah. It reminds me, you get Seinfeld, you ask a question about side characters. Seinfeld is the entire every episode is about a side character almost.
Typically, yeah.
But on Friends, they relied on that core cast, and you didn't have many of them, the side characters that came in to stole the show or stole the scene. Everybody on the Seinfeld that had a guest just killed it with made an icon of themselves on that show. And
Larry David has an eye for quirky actors for sure.
You think so?
So I don't know who else was on Friends as a side.
What about like Ross and Monica's parents? Maybe like doing something with them. They were funny. Yeah.
And the lady with the dirty last name, I'll forget her name.
Matiti. They Matiti.
It's Mateo.
Not in my right hand it ain't. I mean,
Violin.
not in my mind it ain't.
Violin.
Viola. Is there anything you would have done different with Joey for a spinoff besides what they'd done?
Make him a failure, a continued failure, and show you how hard it is to make it in Hollywood.
More of the struggle, like I was saying earlier. Yeah, I think that's really what this show's lacking, is that struggle and his real need to succeed. And I think the Friends did that well with his acting career. I liked a lot of those.
Yeah, you know what? I think Hollywood by this point had already gone into, they're all of a sudden an elitist group, and they don't even realize how hard it is to be an actor. And they're throwing their hardship of, everybody's hardship is always them being extremely successful, so absolutely breathlessly and easily. Every time you watch anything, everybody's always making it.
Did either of you ever see the show he did after this, that Episodes show?
I heard
didn't
he's
see episodes.
excellent on it.
Are you familiar with the premise of it? Like, he plays himself, and he's an actor as himself.
Oh, I did remember that, though I didn't see it, but I remember that.
I've seen a few episodes, and I remember it being pretty good. It's one that I'd like to get back to one of these days, but it's an interesting concept. And I think he goes to London. I think it's in London, if I recall.
In London?
Yeah.
There's a callback there.
But yeah, I think that if you had done like a Joey meta spinoff where it's Matt LeBlanc who's been playing Joey, kind of like what they ended up doing in Episodes, that could have been interesting as well. But we got it. So
they should have taken Man with a Plan and made him Joey.
I remember liking that show when I seen of it too, actually.
I didn't buy a bit of that, any of that. I thought Kevin Nealon was horrible. I thought the wife
was he the friend down there? I forgot about that.
No, he's the brother.
And I like the wife though. From that is the Christine from like Yes Dear and stuff. I think
I don't remember, but I don't think they don't look like they belong together at all. They look like they have the chemistry of Alex and Joey.
You know what I think might have been, like taking a bit of what you're both saying. What if Joey goes out there and struggling actor, so he doesn't get the great apartment. He gets an apartment that has lots of problems. He has to support himself with other jobs, just like other actors do, or people trying to get in the field of acting. So maybe he's a waiter for a while or something, and he's trying and he's dealing with the Hollywood
more reality.
Yeah. I think that would have actually been a better.
Every waiter in LA is a fucking actor.
Yep, that's exactly.
Well, here's a question for you both. What do you think, given the state of affairs of sitcoms today in 2025 and 2026, I'm going to give it a D- to a D. You take Joey right now and put a whole bunch of new episodes and reprise the role of Joey or anything Friends related. What are you looking at the ratings wise? I think you're going to do something good. I think you could get something that could last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
They might make it 47 episodes this time.
Yeah.
No, 4 seasons. That would be 4 seasons.
Because now, like what you said before, Jay, it's like we watched actually the reprise of Night Court. One of our favorite shows from back in the 80s. It's
the worst thing horrible. I've never seen anything so horrible.
Yeah.
When you have to produce it yourself, it's a problem.
Mm-hmm. It's like
that show was so bad.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing too, is they only had one character from Night Court. Night Court was made up of amazing characters.
Yep.
Right.
You took one of the best characters and you gave him a show, but he's not the same character at all.
Right.
Joey doesn't feel as far from his original Joey as Fielding felt on Night Court, but you lost a lot of the magic. I think honestly, if you tried to do this now, maybe
with the Friends people, it's such an icon and a legend now that maybe people would draw their interest again.
I always kind of thought I would at least like to see like a reunion TV movie, not like the reunion they did where it's just them talking and watching
No,
clips,
no.
but like an actual scripted reunion. But now Matthew's gone, I don't want it anymore.
Yeah. No, I was
Matthew
gonna say,
Perry's
Oh,
gone.
yeah,
I'm
right.
like, I don't. Chandler was my favorite character on that show. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't want to see that group together without him. It would be heartbreaking, and I think they know that at this point.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they had done it before that, but at this point, you'd almost have to do just a Joey show or just a Phoebe show, or I don't think you could
Correct.
do the ensemble with them again. But you never know.
Mm.
I think young Phoebe is actually a good pitch. If anybody ever listens to your podcast, that's from
Nobody listens to my
producing
podcast. Damn it!
so if someone ever
We've
did,
been
boy,
found
that's
out.
not a bad idea, really.
Every
Young
week we
Phoebe.
come here, we talk to ourselves, and that's it. That's all we do.
We scream into the void.
But hey, every once in a while, I got a good idea. But all right, 10 being the best and 1 being terrible. What would you give it?
I'm gonna give it a 6 because
Okay.
I was too a
Okay.
bit disappointed, but I was still loved the character and I loved watching that apartment, that house, or whatever the heck that was. It was fun to watch.
Mhm.
So I'll
Yeah.
give it above a 5. I'll give it a 6.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's a fair rating. All right. Nick, we're going to go to our list here. We have
Yes.
covered what now? 66. This is our 66th show,
Correct.
correct? All right. Out of 66 shows we've watched, where do you rank Joey?
I have put it at 58.
58.
Yeah, 58. It's above Too Close for Comfort, Partners, that 80 show,
Remember.
All
The
right, and
Ropers.
For me, out of 66, I put it at number 60. So I'm pretty close to you.
Yeah.
I have it just below that 80s show because surprisingly, I think in my head right at this moment, I think I would rather rewatch an episode of that 80s show over this, but just barely. And then right below it, I have Partners.
Yeah, that's so funny because, as I said, Joey, Too Close for Comfort, that 80 show, Partners.
I get it. It's no square pegs, is what you're saying.
No. Oh, that's
remember
what
that show?
I'd love to watch again because I haven't seen since the 80s.
Can you not say pegs when I got a shit?
You done messed around and got the West Nile monkey SARS.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Yeah, again, we'll have it on the loop for you outside the door.
Chris, any plugs you want to do? Instagram, where can people find you? Where can they watch Mayberry Man the series? What are we plugging? Besides-
Don't have to plug anything except for your show. You guys rock doing a good idea. You got a great idea here. I love
thank
talking
you.
about sitcoms.
Thank you, Chris.
You know, on my resume, my acting resume, it says at the bottom, a situation comedy expert, which I think that
There you go.
Excellent.
because I know them all, because I pay attention to them all. But yeah, Mayberry Man Series 1, you can see on YouTube for free now. Finally,
Nice.
Oh,
there's
wow. Okay.
there's a Upstart, there's a Up Faith and Family entourage or some kind of a media group that shows it, but you got to rent or pay for it. But if you look properly in YouTube, you can find it and watch it for free.
Nice.
So you can see season 1 because season 2 is coming out probably at the end of the year, beginning of next year, I would guess. And hey, I will tell you this: kudos to the writer. I was going to say writers, but there's only one. Stark Howell wrote the best script he's written. It's the best one, and I would say it's twice as good as the first series and twice as good as the movie.
Oh,
So I'm giving it a lot better. It raised its bar on the writing.
Excellent.
okay, very good.
That's
So
what
go check it out. Say hello.
We've talked a lot about writing tonight, and you get a great writer, you get
The
get
importance
magic.
of writing.
Yeah,
We said we've covered a lot of sitcoms now. It's very imperative that you have good writing on a sitcom because it's so easy for them to just fizzle.
Yep.
Well, now all the good writers write for evidently I don't know who they write for. the good sitcom writers. I'm not sure if anyone's they're supposedly dreaming them up, but my gosh, man, I'm having a hard time. I'm a sitcom addict, man. And I'm like, there's nothing on that's worth
Yeah,
watching at all.
it's strange. The cupboard is very bare when it comes to regular network sitcoms now.
Well,
Yeah,
here's my pitch to you then, Chris, because next time we do a newer, good or great show, we're bringing you back to watch it because I'll
Okay.
show you there are a few good ones left. I don't know.
Yeah.
But there are a few.
I gotta know. Yeah, I gotta know where they are, but they might be hiding it on streaming somewhere or on Apple TV or
That's where
something.
that's where they hide now. Actually,
Is that
streaming.
right?
Beavis and Butthead is back and new and still great, and no one watches it. I mean, I've been watching the new Beavis and Butthead on Paramount. It's still fucking funny, man. I don't know.
Wow.
But no one's talking about it.
This is the third incarnation of Beavis and Butthead because they
Yeah.
came back in, what was it, 2014?
But now they
2015?
do it as adults, and it's even better. But yes, if you want to find more of this show, you can find us anywhere you get your favorite podcasts. Just look up Sitcom My Face, the Situation Comedy Podcast. Email us, sitcommyface@gmail.com. Twitter accounts. You got me on all social media. Oh, I think I hit my mic. At Bidwell Fog. You got Nick on all social media at NetNick191. Did you want to plug socials? Did you say socials?
Don't need to, not at all.
Perfect. And until next time, I hope you kind folks will sitcom my face. Good night.
Thank you, everyone.